I'm Shelby.
And I'm Courtney.
We are exploring our past, looking forward to our future, and living for the present with COVID, all while learning how to live magically.
Hey, Shelby, what was your takeaway?
My takeaway is just like, let's just take away COVID.
Take it away.
Take it away.
And cut.
Cancel it. Somehow we're not together yet. I got COVID right after you. Didn't get it at Disney World. Here we are.
Here we are.
Can we cancel COVID, please? Just take it away.
Just take it away. I'm over it.
So over it. Okay. But today we get really off track. I think maybe we have a little bit of COVID brain, but we talk about a lot, and then we have a little bit of a Disney debate, which is pretty fun. So somehow, can you believe this is episode 12?
No, can't believe it.
All right, well, let's jump into it. Episode 12.
All right, here we go.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm not in studio today.
Why? What happened to you?
You gave me COVID through recording on Zoom.
I know. I gave you COVID through Zoom. I'm so sorry.
Just kidding. I do have COVID, but it wasn't from you. It was just like, what timing that I got it from Kyle.
I wonder if we both got it from the party and then it just like stayed dormant for a while and then...
For a month?
Yeah, you know.
No.
Whatever.
But this is my second time with it.
Yeah.
And my mom works in the public and so does my dad, and they have not had it, and now I have had it twice.
Yeah, I don't know how you've had it so many times. This is my first time ever.
I haven't had it so many times. I had it twice.
Well, yeah.
But okay, this is also wild. Is like the first time when I first got it, I first had it in February. That's why we couldn't run Princess. So sad. But when I had it then, Kyle also gave it to me. And the only reason why I knew I had it was because I lost my taste. I barely had any other symptoms.
Wait, okay. I'm at the phase now where I'm like getting better, but I can't taste anything. Does it come back?
Yeah, it came back. So when I lost my taste, mine came back probably within a week.
Oh, really?
But I could taste salt things.
Okay.
Like I was eating extra toasty Cheez-Its, like they were going out of style because I could taste salt.
Yes, and that's it.
Yeah. This time I can still taste and smell, and I barely have any symptoms. I'm like congested in my ears and my throat, which is really weird, but I can breathe out of my nose. So
consider yourself lucky.
Very. And if Kyle didn't just have it last week, I don't even know if I would have tested because I really feel like I'm not even sick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I'm doing my part and I will be home for 5 days. And yesterday I cleaned out my kitchen. I have a huge box that we're going to go donate to Goodwill. Like I emptied out all of my cabinets of things that we don't use, and it was great.
What kind of stuff? Like pots and pans?
Like I went through a lot of mugs. I have so many mugs. For what purpose? I don't know.
I have so many mugs because someone left mugs behind at my house.
I don't know who you're talking to, but if it was me, I'm not taking it back because I'd probably just get rid of them because I literally got rid of so many mugs. And then just like things that we had like a lot of doubles of. Like I had just bought new Tupperware, but we had all this like mix match Tupperware, got rid of that. It was great. After this, I might go through our bathrooms, throw away everything in there too. I'm at this like weird
purge.
Yeah. I told Kyle, like, get me a dumpster and I'll throw away half of our house. But
I would love a dumpster. Get me a dumpster.
1 week. Oh, I'm like,
yes.
I feel like I want clutter free. You're a very clutter free decorator.
Thank you.
I was not that way, and I feel like I'm turning into that way. And now I just like clutter free everything.
You love like your style of decor is clutter though, because you love like a Ray Dunn shelf, which the point of a Ray Dunn shelf is to be like overloaded with shit.
Yes, but I have like one shelf.
Right, right. Yeah, I don't think you're like a messy person. I just think that your style of decor is not busy, but like busy.
It was kind of busy, but like I have another like a bookshelf in my living room, and I used to like overdo that, and I would even decorate the top. And like the last couple times I've redecorated it, I don't have anything on the top because I was like, it just feels like too much.
Look at you.
I'm like
You're refining.
changing my style, which means I need to throw away everything.
Yes,
I did a closet clean out like last week.
I
That
remember.
Yeah, but though I posted on Poshmark, which was great because then it like put some money in my wedding savings account. I might go do another one of those. I'm not gonna have any clothes to wear. I'm not gonna be able to cook anything because I threw away half my kitchen, but it's gonna be great.
Are you selling like designer things on Poshmark, or are you selling like are things all brand name, or are they like Stitch
No,
Fix?
most of it's like Stitch Fix because I wouldn't say that I necessarily wear like name brand items.
I didn't think so, but like, how does somebody find your shirt that's made by like Three's Company, brand by Stitch Fix?
So a lot of times when I put in the brand, like a Stitch Fix brand, it is there. So I think other people are selling their Stitch Fix items. I also
Oh,
think I might be lucky because I like share it on Instagram and
right.
maybe it gets purchased that way, but I don't know. And
That's
like
interesting.
whatever I don't sell, I donate to Goodwill, but I try to make some money if I can off of it, right?
You should show me what you have left. Maybe you should donate it to me.
I think it all sold, but I'm gonna go do another
Oh,
closet now and get rid of everything else. So
that's amazing. Maybe I need to like list stuff, I guess. I just didn't think that anything I owned was worth anything.
it's definitely time consuming, but like it was worth it to see if I could sell it, and I did, and now I can put some money in the wedding savings. So
Yeah, I love that. And you have a big wedding to plan for, so
less than 4 months here, folks. Less than 4 months.
can't wait.
Okay, we got really off track.
Sorry.
That was
COVID
basic,
happens.
but that was basically our week, our recap of each other's weeks.
Yeah. We had
Did you do
COVID.
anything with COVID?
I tried to watch Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I started with like a random season, like maybe season 5. I don't know. Um,
Uh,
it's
no, at
pretty
least,
interesting.
well, at least, can you at least watch? My cats are fighting.
Oh no.
It's interesting doing this from home. Um, you at least watch this season so we can talk about it together.
I know I should watch this season. I'm watching the season where Jorge is no longer the bartender, and so he's doing Jorge's Torres.
I see. I don't think I watched that season.
It's so funny. There was this guy named Jorge who was like the bartender, and he was like got like very emotional at the beginning of the season and was like, I no longer will be the bartender, but I have started my own business. It's called Jorge's Torres, and I will be giving all of the tours for the Bachelor in Paradise.
My gosh,
It's really cute. Anyway,
COVID got to you.
yeah.
Uh, Before I had COVID,
Yeah.
our Kyle's brother and my best friend Ange got engaged.
Yeah.
And so I got to plan it, or mostly plan it. I will Reed did some planning on his own, but I got to plan it. I like helped him purchase her ring, not purchase. I helped him pick out her ring. And we had this whole plan, and this is actually kind of funny, but we had made a plan to go to Maine on Saturday like 2 weeks ago. And we had been saying for weeks that come Saturday, Kyle and I were gonna bail out and say that Kyle was sick and that we weren't gonna go, but we were gonna go. So that was been the plan for weeks. And then of course he gets COVID that week. We're
He
like,
literally was sick.
wow, we jinxed it. So, but come Saturday, he was in the clear for COVID because it had been his 5 days. And I'm I tested negative on Saturday. Like we both tested on Saturday. We were negative. So we said that we weren't going to go, but then Reed and Ange were going to this lighthouse, and we like were in disguise, kind of, sort of. And
Your
we were,
disguise was excellent. Can we edit a photo of your disguise in here? Great.
oh, I will send it. And it wasn't like, some people were like, you don't look disguised at all, but I thought I did pretty good.
I thought you were great.
I was like going through my closet, like, okay, I never wear these shoes because like we are with Reed and Ange once a week and every weekend. So like
Right.
she knows what I wear. I'm like, I never wear these shoes, so she wouldn't think these are my shoes. I haven't worn this vest in like years, so I don't think she would know it. I don't ever wear this hat, and so that's what we wore. But um Kyle was like hiding in a bush, like waiting for them to walk up. We had his location and we're like refreshing it to see where we can. There's like different entrances you can come from to this lighthouse. And we're like, what if we miss them? So he's hiding in a bush on the phone with me. I'm like down below, like you have to walk down to get to the lighthouse. And I'm like looking at where the stairs are, but I can also see Kyle like up top. And he's like, I spotted them. I spotted them. They're there. Okay. Okay. He's wearing this, she's wearing that. And I was like, okay, okay. He's like, okay, they're walking towards the stairs. They're walking towards the stairs. And I'm like, okay, I don't see them. I don't see them. I don't see them. And he's like, I don't see them either. I'm like, how, what do you mean you don't see them? How'd you lose them? What are you talking
about?
Oh no. So we're like hiding in bushes and like this place is packed. And we had texted Reed before and we were like, there's this grass area. It says don't go on the grass, but like if you can go on the grass because it's empty and there's people everywhere. And he's like, I can't find them. I'm like, I don't either. I was like, oh wait, I see them. I see them. I see them. And he's like, okay, well, am I walking in the right direction? And I was like, I don't know, but I gotta go. And I like hang up and I run down the hill because I see them and they're standing on the grass that we asked him to stand on.
Oh my God.
And I'm like in the back taking pictures. I have like my bigger camera and I'm like running circles around people. And everyone's staring at me and then they look and realize what's happening. And he proposed. It was magical. We like came out and I think she was like most surprised that we were there. But it was so sweet and we're beyond happy for them. So now we have 2 future Remolards in the making here. So
I love it. Congrats, Ange. We're so excited for you.
Yeah. So congrats to Reed and Ange. We were very, very happy and we were so excited to be involved in that. And it was so funny. Kyle said, he was like, so Cody Rigsby definitely paid off because like that was me running in circles.
Oh my gosh.
It was great. And then we went and got to celebrate with them in Portland. And it was fun. So that was my weekend. And then Sunday, I woke up a little stuffy. Thought it was because we're still sleeping with the AC on and I had COVID. But
well,
what you gonna do? They are, yeah. So that was my week. Now I'm here.
Now you're here.
Okay, yesterday was Dancing with the Stars.
Thank God.
Before we watched it, though, let's recap it. But before we played some Trivia Pursuit.
We played some Trivial Pursuit, and I was winning until the end.
So we have Nintendo Switches, which you guys are actually the reason why I got my Nintendo Switch. Do you remember we played Mario Kart one of my trips? Like, I need to have one of these.
Yes.
So now we, every once in a while, play Trivia Pursuit. And so it was actually you. Was AJ playing with you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you and AJ versus me and Kyle versus Reed and Ange, and we all lost to the bot.
We did. We all lost to the bot.
That's pretty embarrassing.
It's really embarrassing, especially because we were 2 people teams.
But like at multiple times though, you guys went on like a roll, and then like Kyle and I went on a roll, and Reed and Ange went on a roll, and then we all still lost to the bot.
Yes.
So freaking screw Skip.
Embarrassing.
Then we watched Dancing with the Stars.
We did.
It was Disney Plus night.
It was.
And again, people in the Disney world are listening because High School Musical, the series, was a dance.
It was. I know. I thought of you immediately.
Although I've never heard that song, but it is fine.
Well,
did you watch the whole thing?
I fell asleep.
Sounds right. Okay. Do you have a favorite right now?
I do. A definite favorite was Wayne Brady, but I don't know if he was my favorite because he did a Hamilton number or because he was that good.
He is that good.
He really is.
Also, I love Whitney, his partner.
Yeah.
She's like a choreographer genius. But I said this to you last night when we were texting, like, I did not know that he was on Broadway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the only time I've ever heard him sing is like in Whose Line Is It Anyway? Or
right.
What is he also the host of? The Price is Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I know him
right?
from. Is it The Price is
Yeah,
Right? No,
that's Drew Carey.
that's Drew Carey, but there's another show that he's on.
Yeah, you're right. I don't
They
remember what it is, but
they all have to dress up in costume.
yeah, yeah. Well, whose line is it anyway, for sure?
Yeah, but okay. Anyways, he is definitely one of my favorites as well. My other favorite, I love Jessie James Decker. She
Yeah.
is a singer, but she's also married to Eric Decker, one of the hottest men alive. He's a football player. And they had a show a long time ago. So I really love them. And she's like really sweet. But her performance yesterday was like her breakthrough performance. She was really good.
What song did she do? I forget.
She did Hocus Pocus too.
Oh,
One
yeah.
there. Were you up for that one?
No.
Okay. Um, and then the D'Amelios, they're really great.
Yeah, they're always great.
But okay, I love Dancing with the Stars. That is no secret. But Charlie, you definitely didn't see her because she was the last dance. She is incredible, but she's also a dancer.
Yeah, right.
She's a she's a dancer. She's a trained dancer. Even in
Right.
last show, she did a jazz dance and she was like, "I'm trained in jazz."
Yeah,
So for the purpose of Dancing with the Stars, I don't think it's fair. Like, go on so you think you can dance.
I agree. Yeah, it's like unfair advantage.
So I don't so that part, like I mean I love watching really great dances because that interests me, but for the purpose of Dancing with the Stars, I don't think they should have like fully trained dancers.
Well,
And some
especially when they're like up against, like a 90-year-old woman.
yeah. And
That's
some
not
people may
fair.
argue like Wayne Brady is a dancer because he was on Broadway, but that dance is way different than to me. I mean, yes, it's an advantage because he is a performer, but like a ballroom like dance,
Yeah,
it's a little different.
I agree.
So, anyways,
I know unfair advantage, but also like where do they draw the line? Because like gymnastics is kind of an advantage, and they let gymnasts on there, and like
yes and no, because like a gymnast, they're so like stiff that some of them
true,
actually have a really hard time going into like a flowy dance. But
true.
then they obviously have an advantage when they do like a contemporary dance because they're doing like flips and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, the I don't know his name, the actor who is deaf who is on
Oh
that.
yeah, he's great.
He is incredible.
He is incredible. Daniel something.
Yes. He actually did High School Musical, the series.
Yeah,
He is so good. That has
yeah,
to
he
be
is pretty good.
so hard. Like,
And I have like extra respect for it because I have the deaf dog.
I know, I
And
don't think we've ever really talked about spec on here.
yeah, so I have a deaf dog. She's so cute. She was born deaf and she speaks sign language and she's really cool. But I can appreciate his level of skill because like my dog being deaf, I'll come home and she has no idea that I'm home. The only thing she can sense is like a vibration through the floor if I like stomp really hard or something. And
Yeah.
so I can only imagine how hard it is for this guy to like dance to the music that he can't hear. And hopefully they just have it up loud enough that he can like feel it in his bones.
That and like
Super impressive.
just learning
Yeah.
how and like that quickly. Like he has to learn to dance within a week.
Yeah.
But then some can argue like he has no distraction on the dance floor because he can't hear. It's not like if the crowd is cheering, it like makes the music wrong or you know what I mean?
They say that about like Spec, my dog can't compete in agility,
Oh
like
my god,
legally in agility competitions because they say it's an unfair advantage.
Bruin's coming up with me.
Hi, Brew.
Bruin, this is your podcast debut. Say
Hey,
hello.
Brew. Oh my gosh, that was great. Right on
Good
cue.
job. You're gonna be famous in no time. We'll get a sponsor from Meowbox. Okay, so um, what else do you have? Oh, you asked me something earlier, super random, but I
What
wanted
did
to
I
do.
ask you about mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want to know. about food and about mayonnaise. Have you ever used mayonnaise to cook?
So I not particularly. I've heard people though use no, you asked me if I've used mayonnaise instead of butter.
Yeah, okay.
And I've heard people make like a grilled cheese, but instead of putting butter, they put mayonnaise.
Yeah,
But I'm really big into making banana bread. If you follow me on
yeah.
Instagram, and my new recipe has mayonnaise instead of oil and butter,
Oh,
and it's really good.
very
But
interesting.
it sounds really weird.
It sounds really weird, but maybe the eggs make it like denser. I don't know.
Yeah, because basically mayonnaise is oil and eggs.
Right.
Do you like mayonnaise in general?
I actually do, which is like, I know disgusting to most people, but I actually like mayonnaise.
I feel like mayonnaise is either like a you love it or you hate it.
Agree. Agree.
Although I think I only like it. I don't like love it.
But like on a turkey sandwich, mayonnaise is required.
But like like the lightest coat of
Oh,
mayonnaise.
I don't agree. No, it needs to like juice.
Ooh. But like I like a chicken salad with mayonnaise.
Yeah.
No
Yeah. Chicken salad with mayonnaise.
no pickles.
No pickles. Who mentioned pickles the other day? That's disgusting.
We did. You told me that you bought a chicken salad that had pickles in it.
It did. It's disgusting. But I will say, you know what my mom used to put in chicken salad that's really good is nuts.
Interesting.
Yeah, ever you've ever
But
had that?
no, but do you like chicken salad that has like grapes in it?
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
A little weird to me.
I don't like chicken salad with grapes on a sandwich, but I like chicken salad with grapes with a fork.
Okay. Okay, but the mayonnaise thing, you told me you cooked a chicken.
I did. I cooked, well, I can't taste or smell or function at all, but I made chicken in a pan and I just didn't have butter and I was out of oil and I was like, let me try mayonnaise. So I tried mayonnaise and AJ said it was really good. I put like garlic in with it and stuff and I
All right.
I don't know, it made like a creamy sauce.
Here we are, living magically cooking edition.
Living Magically Cooking Edition.
Use mayonnaise.
Use mayonnaise in your baking, in your cooking, whatever.
There's our tip of the day.
Tip of the day.
Maybe we'll try it when we don't have COVID.
Oh my God. Yeah. Maybe I'll try it again under fresh sensory,
You
without sensory
cook,
deprivation.
though? You like to cook?
I do.
What was would you rather not cook?
I mean, like, if I could use my DoorDash or use my stove, I would use my DoorDash.
Mm, okay.
You
Fair.
wouldn't?
I don't know. I feel like I like to cook.
I don't mind it. I just hate all the cleanup.
I hate the cleanup. Hate the
Yeah.
cleanup. But I
So
like
much
love
stress.
cooking and like my new thing on Instagram is like my Sunday little football food cooking videos.
I
They're
know
like
they're so cute.
they're so fun. I really enjoy them and like trying these new like recipes and new like fun things. I'm like I was thinking yesterday while I'm cleaning out the kitchen and I'm doing all these things. I'm like, is this like you know how when you're pregnant you like nest for the baby?
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
nesting to be a wife.
Yes, that's real. I nested to become a wife too.
I'm like, wow, I will clean the house and cook dinner.
Yes, you're a
I,
stay-at-home cat mom in training.
there he is. Okay. Anyways, today, well, we're halfway through the episode now, but time flies when you're having fun.
Right.
When we were coming up with today's episode, we were like, what are we going to talk about? And I found some Disney like arguments for Disney fans.
Yes.
Things that most of them we have not discussed before
No.
could throw a tiff into our friendship, but we will find
We're about to find out.
probably not. So I have a few pretty good little debate questions here.
I have like a pre-debate question
Okay.
that it just came to me. But I think that you and I might be on the same page. As it relates to Gideons, are you a cake person or a cookie person?
That was a fairly random one.
Thanks.
I'm a coffee person.
Yeah, I'm a coffee person too at Gideon's for sure. But if you had to eat a cake or a cookie, only one, what would you
Okay.
pick?
I've only had the cake once and it was with you.
Yeah,
We had like that lemon cake.
it was so good.
It was so good. And the cookies are really, really good.
Yes.
But I almost think that like in general, I would choose cake over cookie
Yeah, I do
in
too.
in life. I think I would choose the cake.
Yeah, I think I'm like on board team Gideon's cake, 100%.
The cookies, like I have like a half of one and I don't even need to eat lunch.
Same. Well, and the same as with the cake. You can't sit down and eat a whole slice of that cake at once. It has to be like enjoyed over time.
You're right.
I find it to be delicious. And I think that the cake is underrated because everybody gets so excited about the cookies.
Okay, but the cake is harder to like take.
The cake is harder to take.
That's why so I think I always get the cookies because I can bring the cookies home. Also, my dad loves the cookies, so I get him cookies. But the cake, like I can't travel with cake.
Correct. Yeah, but that's like what makes it a delicacy, right? You have to eat it on the spot.
You're right.
Anyway, I digress. That was just my home opener.
That was interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
Are you going to Gideon's after this? Like,
No, but Kate is going to Gideon's, and
oh,
so I like rained down the advice regarding the cake versus the cookie, and I just wanted to share my opinions with the world.
can we discuss before we discuss the debates why you were a half hour late today to recording?
Really, you're gonna put me on the spot like that?
Well, you just are looking so beautiful, and I'm just
Well,
like,
thank you.
I just like wanted you to tell the people.
I'm flying to California tomorrow, and so today is my spa day of hair. So the first step in hair is getting hairs added to your eyelashes.
Okay.
And so I started my day today at 10 in the morning, laying down for a slumber while someone added extensions to my eyelashes. And it took until 1 o'clock. So I was late.
That is why. But you look beautiful.
Thank you. They're
I'm
worth
very
it, right?
well, I can't get eyelash extensions anymore, so I'm so jealous.
I know, I'm so sorry, but like also congratulations because it's really an unnecessary budgetary constraint.
But you look beautiful. Not that you
Thank
wouldn't
you.
be beautiful without your eyelash extensions. Okay.
Appreciate you.
But I'm glad you could finally join us. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
First Disney debate. Here we are.
Here we are.
Do you feel like Disney really improved these rides?
Okay.
The list is Maelstrom to Frozen, Great Movie Ride to Runaway Railway, and then
Yes.
also just like adding in there like Splash Mountain becoming Tiana. We obviously can't touch on that, but we kind of already touched on that. But let's do at least the first two.
Okay. The first one, Maelstrom to Frozen.
Compassion,
What? You never rode Maelstrom?
correct.
What is wrong with you? Disappear. Disappear.
I don't know.
Come on.
Okay, so give me, but I know something about it.
What?
Okay, no, I don't really know anything about it except for when they did Frozen, they kept like the whole boat and everything works the same. It's just
Right.
they added Frozen.
Correct. So it's like the same ride, just
But
a new, yeah, like a new show.
okay, here, okay, I love Frozen. So
Yeah.
do you remember that time when Frozen first opened and we roped dropped for Frozen and we got there and we were like literally second or third in line and then it broke and then we decided to wait 3 hours for it to unbreak and ride it.
Yep. Yep. That sounds on brand for us.
Yeah, but like we would never do that now.
No.
So interesting that we did that. Okay. I have a couple of takes on this.
Okay.
One, I appreciate that they put like a kids ride in Epcot because I think
Agreed.
Epcot definitely leans towards adults more.
Yes.
Like as a child, I hated Epcot. It just like didn't have any appeal to me. So I do like that. And Maelstrom wasn't it was country related, which I think correct me if I'm wrong. It was, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a Disney movie.
Correct. I don't think so.
It was just a country thing, which I
Yeah.
do love that it could probably have taught you something.
Yes.
But being if I wanted to do that, I would go to like Busch Gardens. I like to have a theme of Disney. So I do like that it's now Disney.
Well, listen, I would have to argue that you can't find a theme park ride at Busch Gardens because Busch Gardens is an amusement park, I would argue. But
But you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but like I think that Frozen is an upgrade to Maelstrom. Like I fully support it. I'm glad it happened. I'm here for it, whatever. But you can't like knock Maelstrom. Maelstrom was like the coolest ride at Epcot before it was Frozen.
I cannot speak on that because I did not ride it. However, I also want to say that I think Frozen almost deserves a better ride.
Frozen deserves a better ride. I agree, but also like I don't know, like you said about education and like being able to learn something. I think that it's very cool to actually be in Norway and like learn from the film.
Yes,
They have like
1,000.
puffins and they have, like architecture and I don't
I
know.
wouldn't want the Frozen ride to be anywhere other than in Norway.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah. Like they could build one in Fantasyland, but like, do we really want Under the Sea, The Voyage of the Little Mermaid for Frozen? I don't know.
No. I just think they could do some cool things with the Frozen.
I think the Frozen ride has some cool things. You go
It does.
backwards, there's like projection mapping.
You're right.
No,
No, I agree. Okay. We didn't really answer that one. Well, I guess you were saying it's better, but like
it's better.
it's better, but would you have preferred to see Maelstrom stay and Frozen get its own ride?
Absolutely.
Okay. So now also, okay, Great Movie Ride versus Runaway Railway. I have the same take is where they probably could have kept the Great Movie Ride,
Yes.
given updates to the Great Movie Ride, maybe add a few more newer great movies, and then do Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
Because the Great Movie Ride was a classic.
Yeah. Agree.
But okay, everybody knows our take on Runaway Railway.
Don't sleep on it.
We love it. But I don't love that like the neon Mickey's Runaway Railway sign is now on the Chinese theater. It's like totally out of place, personally.
I agree.
Like them in Disneyland getting a Runaway Railway in Toontown makes total sense.
I agree.
They could have put Runaway Railway in that like what they're trying to make kids empty spot in Hollywood studios. They could have put it there.
Yeah. Agree.
But I don't know. The question was, did they really improve rides?
I mean, those rides aren't like
They're totally opposite.
they're totally opposite. It's not the same as like, yeah. It's not just like adding a proper question for this argument would be like, did Pirates get made better when they added Johnny Depp?
Right.
I almost said Jack Skellington. That's wrong. Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, if we're answering the question of Pirates, yes.
Yes.
But I guess both of my responses to these particular movies are, and even Splash Mountain becoming Tiana's, is keep the classics, add an additional ride.
Right. I agree. And I'd love to know. I wish I could have been like a fly on the wall in the meeting where we decided, because what you said just now about that area where the launch bay is,
Yeah, literally nothing.
where there's nothing, and that the launch bay shouldn't be over there anymore because we have Batuu. We have the whole Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So like we don't need
But also
the
half
launch
of
bay.
the launch bay is like Disney Junior.
That's what I'm saying. I think your idea was great. Why didn't we put Runaway Railway over there and make like
A
Disney
little,
Juniorville?
or I'd make a Toontown.
Toontown would have been so well. We used to have Toontown at Magic Kingdom. Are you too young for that?
No, I do remember that.
It was cute.
It was cute. I wish they didn't get rid of that. So
I
cute.
know. I know. But like we have new Fantasyland now, so I
And
guess we're supposed to be thankful.
oh, um, I would understand them having to redo rides in Disneyland because Disneyland only has so much space. But in Disney World, there is so much space that they can work with. And I just don't know if it's necessary to just like redo rides.
Agree. And that's I don't understand construction costs well enough to know, but like was it really cheaper to take the Great Movie Ride, gut it, and save the building and then build in there? That was cheaper to do that than it was to
Well,
just build your building.
I understand that doing that for like Maelstrom to Frozen because they kind of just like rebuilt the sets. But
Right.
Great Movie Ride to Runaway Railway was a total gut.
Gut.
All right.
Good talk.
Good talk. That was a good one. Next question. Is It's a Small World a good ride? Kyle would tell you that it's the worst ride in the history of ever.
Wow.
When we were looking through the list of rides at Disneyland for when we go in February, he was like asking, I mean, I don't know if he was kind of like, are we riding these or whatever? And he was like, oh, It's a Small World. And I was like, oh yeah, we got to ride that. And he was like, and I was like, it's longer. And he was like, great. Like, that's the last thing I wanted to hear.
Yeah, it's longer and it goes outside.
It's, okay, is it a good ride? It's a classic.
Yeah, it's a good ride. What do you mean? It's about like world peace.
It's a Walt original.
I don't think that's true. I think I just watched a movie that said it's not a Walt.
No, that was like one of the rides that he had at like World's Fair.
Yeah, World's Fair, but I don't know if
And then he brought it and opened it in Disney. He brought
I know that Mary Blair was pulled out of retirement to finish to work on Small World. It was like her feather in her cap.
well, I just know that it was at like World's Fair. So it's like
Yeah.
a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic for sure.
Okay, I would never wait more than 5 minutes for it.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't either.
I like how Disneyland gets a Christmas version.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. And I like how Disneyland has characters on it.
Yeah, yeah. They
That's
should do
pretty cool.
that to Disney World.
Yeah.
Okay, my question to this is do you think in 10 years it will still be there?
Yes.
Do you think it will be there forever?
Yes.
Because it's a classic?
Yes. Do you?
I think they can't get rid of it because like
Yeah.
Walt will come out of his grave.
Yeah. Wall would roll in his grave, as they like to say.
No, he would come out of his grave.
Oh, he would like start haunting.
Give me two more rides that they will never get rid of.
Space Mountain.
Mm,
Never.
okay, I don't think they'll ever get rid of it, but I could see them like really upping it.
You think?
I could see it getting like a full facelift.
And I feel like Carousel of Progress is gonna come like vintage soon.
That's not a nap ride to me, but
It isn't, I agree with you, it's a nap ride, but it's the longest running stage show in America.
oh yeah, I did see that. Okay,
So,
Pirates. We'll never get rid of Pirates.
yeah, Pirates is like my favorite ride.
Okay. All right, this question I left on here, even though we already know our answer and our take on this, but it was just, I liked what they said. Turkey legs, an iconic snack or the worst thing ever to be made in Disney World?
Oh my God. Well, both. It's iconic because like I can't think of anywhere else that I've ever seen or heard of a turkey leg.
Oh, I was at a fair last week and people were walking around with turkey legs.
Oh, but it wasn't like a Renaissance fair you were at.
No, it was at like, we have like fairs up here.
It was like a state fair that had turkey legs.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that in my life. Okay.
I truly think it's disgusting.
Oh, I think it's disgusting too.
Like even just thinking about it kind of makes my stomach turn.
Yes. Also, like, riddle me this. Have you had a turkey on Thanksgiving?
Just like the white part, the
Yeah, but
breast.
like you've been home and like watched your mom like deal with the like a full turkey.
Yeah,
There is no part of that Thanksgiving turkey that I could rip off that would be as large as that honking leg.
you're right.
So like I don't think that they're really from turkeys. I think they're like emu
Oh,
legs or something.
ew.
I'm sorry, that's gross, but a turkey leg isn't.
You're right. It's all gross. It's
It's
just
all gross.
disgusting. And just like you're like walking around the park for the
Bristly meat.
freaking.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting.
So
Ugh.
gross.
Okay. Do Star Wars and Pandora belong in Disney World?
Ooh. What's your thought?
Star Wars, yes, since they like took over, like Disney took over and like I get it. I think like Batu in Hollywood Studios is great. Like they made it into the theme, how you like walk through
Yep.
the tunnel and it's like bam, you're there, you walk out, you're out, like it fits.
Yeah.
I get to see it, but in my mind, Batu in Disneyland feels a little weird. It's
Yeah.
like in a classic Disneyland and then there's a Batu. That's a little odd to me,
Agree.
but I get the reasoning of like
Space.
Disney owns Star Wars now, so like I understand. Pandora, I don't get whatsoever. Disney doesn't own the movies. They kind of do now because they like sort of like acquired Fox, but like
Is that
that's
true?
yeah, I think. But that's like the only reason.
Okay.
It feels a little odd and I love Flight of Passage. It's a really cool ride, but like
Yeah.
and the I'm not saying the land isn't really cool and like really well done. I just don't know why it came about.
Well, some like Disney historian would tell you that there was always the argument that that park had to have mythical creatures. It was like part of the original concept art that it would include animals real and imagined. Um, and so I think that that was missing. But like I also think that a true nod to dinosaurs was missing in that park, and we got Dinoland USA. So if we're doing things that make sense, I don't know if those things really make sense. I don't know if Avatar really, I mean, like, does it check a box? Yes. But like, does it really belong there? I don't know.
And they did do a good job of like placing it where it's not just like you're walking through
Right.
Africa, bam, you're in Pandora. Like you do have to like do this little path and then it like appears, but it just like doesn't belong to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird that they chose that movie. I understand that movie was like one of the highest grossing films of all time or something, most viewed something.
Not for me, but we all know I'm like the most picky movie watcher in the history of.
Oh my. No, it's not for me either.
Io loves it. He can't wait for to see the new one. He's like gonna go on like release day. I'm like, bye.
No. Oh, well. So I get the intention. I don't know, it didn't need to be like Star Wars couldn't have been like a generic space story. Like how Pirates is like a generic pirate story that became like an epic adventure and now has a movie series.
Right.
Star Wars needed to be Star Wars. Pandora, I don't think needed to be Avatar. Pandora could have been like a made up imaginary world with mythical beasts and whatever, and not
Yes.
from that film. I don't treat that film as like Disney canon, I guess.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I feel like it doesn't belong.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We're same page.
Speaking of Animal Kingdom, another question is Animal Kingdom a half day park?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Well, hold on. I truly believe that like any park is a half day park.
Okay.
I
But
don't believe
let's go about okay, you're gonna rope drop Animal Kingdom.
yeah,
Okay, where are you gonna eat breakfast?
Tusker House.
You're right. Okay.
Or I'm gonna eat at the little stand outside the safari that makes the really good breakfast sandwich. That's right by the Dawa bar, so I can get a Bloody Mary.
All right. And then
Next.
you're right. Okay. And then you can go on the safari and then flight of passage. You can wait 2 hours to see the crazy animatronic in Pandora.
Yeah, yeah.
The all right.
There's like a live bird show. They have floats with characters that go by now.
I underestimate Animal Kingdom. Also, back in January, because people were talking about it, I finally did it with Kyle.
Yeah.
Nomads. We like put our name on the list and waited and had it food there. What a vibe.
Oh, I love Nomad Lounge. Do you have a tag hidden up in the rafters at all?
No.
See, when it first, I don't know if they do it anymore, but when it first opened, we filled out tags that said like, they had like riddles about places you might most want to travel or your best travel memory was or whatever. And you like wrote on the card and then they hung it in the rafters. And now we have like a card forever in Disney history hung in the rafters, which I think is really cool.
That is really cool. We sat outside.
Oh, I mean, it's a vibe outside too. That's where I would have wanted to be married.
Oh, that would have been beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah.
But I mean, where you got married was beautiful. But
Thank you.
I loved it. They had the best churros ever.
Oh,
I know. And I even had an alcoholic beverage.
which one?
I don't remember, but it was good. But I
Jen's
was,
tattoo.
huh?
Was it the Jen's tattoo?
No, it was
Mm.
pink. But I was like certified drunk off of my one drink.
Wow.
Kyle was like, oh crap.
Got to take Shelby home.
And then we rode dinosaur.
Oh my gosh. And you thought you were on like a real mission?
I was like, this thing's real.
We gotta get out of here. That's
Okay.
epic.
I still don't think I can make it a full day park, but I will try it someday. Probably not.
I don't think any park is a full day park, but like
You're right. Fair.
give it as much credit as it's worth.
You're right. Okay. All right. We have three more. Should you stay at a Disney World resort hotel or stay off site?
Always at a Disney hotel.
I agree. If you're coming down for a Disney vacation, I think you should stay at a Disney World resort. It can sometimes be a little pricey, but also they have different accommodations where you could go like super bougie or not. And I just feel like you're fully immersed in Disney, like the whole time.
You're fully immersed. And even from like a budget perspective, I remember before I lived here coming down and trying to budget, like, because we were very poor, and trying to figure out like how we could stay at Disney but not pay the fees because it's so expensive to stay on property. But like, if you stay at a Disney Springs hotel, for example, like a DoubleTree, whatever, or like a Hilton that's in Disney Springs, not only are you paying that fee, you're also paying their resort fees, you're paying bus fee, you're paying all these additional fees that it ends up being just as expensive as staying on property in the first place.
And if you stay off site and you're not an annual pass holder and you just buy tickets, you now also have to pay to park at each park,
Yep.
which is $25 a day.
$25 a day. Right. It gets like very expensive. So I feel like the added convenience of the on-property transportation, even if you're not going to take it, if you're going to Lyft or Uber from the parks to your hotel, it's just cheaper to be literally on site.
Stay at a value resort for like $150, like sometimes even cheaper.
Yep.
And like, yeah, like you said, the DoubleTree is going to be probably more expensive for their flat rate anyways.
Yep.
And then you can still get Mickey waffles for breakfast.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of staying on property, and I didn't understand the value of it until I lived here, which is funny, but
also
a lot of value.
Disney just does everything right, and that even starts at the hotel. Like your accommodations are going to be 10 out of 10, even if you are at a value resort.
Yep.
So, and the value resorts nowadays, they've like almost redone like a lot of them.
Yeah, like Pop is gorgeous.
And you have like hardwood floors. Yeah. Obviously not real hardwood, but like I'd much prefer a non-carpeted hotel room.
Same.
Is Disney World just for people with kids? obviously it's an easy one for us to answer because we don't have kids and
Right.
we are proud Disney adults. I will tell people that I think it's a different experience. I think you get an experience at Disney when you are a kid.
Yes.
You're going to have a totally different experience when you are an adult with no
Yes.
kids. And I think I don't know for sure, but my experience is going to completely change once I have kids and I see it through kids' eyes. So
Yes.
I think there's something for everybody at Disney, no matter like where you are in life, and you'll see different things. Like when you're going as a kid, it's magic and like
Yeah.
it is what you think probably Disney is if you are not somebody that goes as much as us. When you go as an adult, you see totally different things. You see the Imagineers' perspective. You see like how Disney does things, and it's just you eat a lot of really freaking good food. Like
Yep.
you are not a Disney regular. You do not understand that you are not eating just like theme park food. It's
No. And if
Disney.
you are eating theme park food, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, it's because you're eating a turkey leg. Don't eat a turkey leg. There are
That's your
much
fault. Right.
food options. So no, not even a little bit is Disney just for people with kids. I
Yeah.
could I would argue with some people about that all day.
Oh, so would I.
And then the last one, which is probably a little bit hard for us to answer, but I'm curious on your take. What is better, Disney World or Disneyland?
I think that it really depends on a lot of factors, like what you're better by what standard. I think if we only could have one ever, we would want World because it's so much bigger and more encompassing and there's more room for growth and like all the stuff. But land is like a an incredible experience.
Yeah. I think it's a different for us to answer because we obviously you live in Disney World's backyard and I am able to visit Disney World a lot and I don't get to visit Disneyland often. So when I go there, it's like a whole different experience and I see new things and like usually the crowds are lower and it's just a different experience for me. So like I almost want to say that Disneyland's better because it's just so new to me and like I'm
Yeah.
so go. But if you only get to visit Disney once a year or once every 5 years or once in your ever lifetime, then Disney World is where you should be visiting.
I think so too. But like I don't know, it's not fair. It's probably because we're both partial to World on some level. Like,
But Disneyland, I will say, for me at least, being someone who like really loves the story of like Walt, has a different like experience, like a different magic per se. When you like walk in
yes.
there, you know that like Walt had all of like he did that and like he
Yep.
actually saw it and like his apartment's over there and like that is a whole different magic and like can really give you the feels if you're like into that. So
I totally agree. And like the fact that their characters are free roaming, I think that's incredible. That you could just
mhm.
like bump into Mickey on the street instead of having to wait 50 minutes to meet Mickey. Like
Or that you
that
can
kind of stuff is amazing.
else walk to the parks and like literally walk back and forth between both. Like
Yeah.
that is so cool. So, but again, yeah, we're partial because we do visit World all the time. So I just love Disneyland because I don't ever get to go. I
I
haven't been
know.
either. I'm
I
so
know.
I'm so sad that you don't get to go. I
I don't
know
want to talk about it. I'm very upset.
we shouldn't talk about it because you were supposed to be there
Yeah.
like today.
Yeah, like today.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Stupid COVID.
Anyways, that's all I got for you.
Well, I loved it.
Got anything for me?
Got nothing for you.
All right.
We're the
Here's
Sniffle twins.
I just can't believe we both got it. Like, not even together. What are the chances?
Feels right.
Also, let's point out that we both got it not from Disney World. So,
Right. Good
I know
job, Disney. Staying clean.
apparently so. You like walk through there and you feel like you got it, but you didn't. And here we
That's
are.
right.
Wild. Alrighty. Well, you have a safe travels and
Thank you.
the best time in California.
Thank you. I can't wait to talk to you all about our trip.
I know. I can't wait to hear about it. And we're about to have some guests come on soon, so you guys can stop listening to us just ramble on and on and on.
Can't wait.
And I think that's it.
I love it.
All right. I'll talk to you next week.
All right, bye, Shelb.
Bye.